A Christian and Secular Pro-Life Abortion Guide. Chapter 1. A Christian Pro-Life Abortion Guide. Abortion is killing an unborn baby. I was brought up a Catholic. In the book of Exodus, Moses walked up Mount Sinai, talked to God, whereupon God gave him 10 commandments on 2 stone tablets. The 6th commandment is "Thou shalt not kill." Jordan Maxwell, now deceased, used to talk about child sacrifices to an evil Satanist god called Baphomet in ancient history. He, David Icke, J. Parker and others talk about some worldwide satanic group nowadays secretly controlling the human race. A part of what they do is have child sacrifices and abortions. They get together and kill babies and kids, then drink their blood because this blood supposedly has pure minerals in it plus the adrenaline from the fear before death. I looked up Zachary King on YouTube again after seeing his videos several years ago. He's still there. He's blind now. He's an ex-Satanist, a former high wizard of the World Church of Satan. His job was to commit abortions for Satan. He did 146 of them. His latest abortion video is "What Does Satan Say About Abortion?" Assume what he's saying is true. It means there is a high-level Satanist organization with big money behind it operating at least in the United States. He's been to the Bohemian Grove summer events from 1992 to 1999 casting spells for money for his Church of Satan. You can look Bohemian Grove up online. Satanists are in Europe too. They had that big Satanist ceremony for the opening of CERN like they were opening a portal to the underworld. Ephesians 6:12 says that some supernatural evil force runs the world. Let's take Satanism out of the abortion argument for a minute. There are more contraceptive methods than I know about. Some are: condom, female condom/dam, birth control pills, IUDs, intrauterine devices, Depo-Provera, 6-month shot, tubal ligation, hysterectomy. If a woman is so stupid to get pregnant in today's world with all the birth control methods easily available, the eugenics people would argue that she's one of those low-quality human beings that bring the human race down. Eugenics people wanted to sterilize all the low-quality human beings in the 1930s before World War II put an end to those types of ideas. I remember an MTV show. I think it was Real World. The girl got an abortion. They portrayed it as sympathetic to her. Poor girl getting an abortion. How could you be so stupid as to get pregnant with some loser you don't love with all the contraceptive methods available? Abstinence is a state of mind where you don't sleep around. In the 10 Commandments, they call adultery or sleeping around a sin. I've seen photographs of aborted babies. It is what it is, killing an innocent baby for a person's stupidity, laziness, selfishness, or evil in the case of stanic sacrifices. In Canada, where I live, abortions are free on the taxpayer's dime, which is one of the reasons I don't consider myself a part of the country. 2 Timothy 3:1-3:5 sums it up for me. This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. Pro-choice people think they're fighting for their human rights, but I never hear them talk about the human rights of the unborn child. I never hear them say I want the right to kill my baby. All the talk is coded in soft language like I want the right to control my own body. When you got pregnant, you created another human being. If you want to kill that human being for your own selfishness reasons, then you are what you are. National Geographic did a show where they showed crocodiles hatching from eggs, then one of them killed the other one and ate him. That's the human race, a bunch of selfish to evil gluttons. Romans 12:2. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect. Do not buy into the lies of the world. When they start saying that abortion is a good thing and many people come out to praise the killing of innocent unborn babies in the name of human rights, then you know the world is upside down. Stay away. Keep your own sanctity in your own soul. Guilt for killing an unborn baby. Don't let yourself be manipulated by others. Some organizations earn money for selling aborted fetuses, although I'm pretty sure they all deny it. Some guys, parents, and others try to force the girl to have an abortion for their selfish motives. The girl has to live with herself after aborting a baby. If you don't feel guilt about it, then you're one of those empty human beings who lost their soul somewhere along the way. When I see ththose videos at $6giland.tv, the YouTube Mark Dice channel and other places of women saying how proud they are of getting an abortion, I don't particularly think we're in the last days, but I know it's a lost society. Virtually every woman later feels haunted by the unborn baby she killed. I personally feel it's best to have the baby then give it up for adoption. That way you won't have to feel guilty about killing an unborn baby. If you don't believe me, go to the Wall of the Unborn in Chattanooga, TN, and see all the things women have left behind in mourning for babies they had aborted. It's called the National Memorial Wall of the Unborn, where mothers go and put up plaques in memory of the children they killed during their abortions. Any woman who has an abortion and it doesn't affect her later is not a real human being in my view. I once knew a woman who talked about her abortion as something she did as though it was a minor inconvenience. I never liked her after that because I thought anybody that callous couldn't be much of a feeling human being. Abortion, anti/pro-life. Over 50% of all women after the fact reported that they didn't want an abortion but were forced to have it by others like boyfriends, parents, and so-called counselors. Counselors in abortion clinics have to justify their existence, so their agenda is to get as many people as possible to have abortions. The abortion industry is geared to make money by killing unborn babies. Some women go on after an abortion as though nothing has happened, but many women suffer an incredible amount of guilt and never quite get over it. Some abortion doctors have these guilt feelings too. If you think abortion will bring you freedom, if you have a heart, you're wrong. You'll be haunted and regret it for the rest of your life. Many religious-type adoption agencies say they'll take your baby rather than have you abort it. You don't even have to leave your name. They'll take the baby anonymously. You can find books about abortion at #363.46 and #618.2 at your library. Pro-life websites. 1. Pro-life means anti-abortion and anti-euthanasia. AAPLog.org, American Association of Pro-Life OB/GYNS Doctors. AbortionGang.org, Unapologetic Reproductive Justice Activists. AbortionInfo.net, Eric's abortion information page. AbortionNo.org, Abortion No, Abortion Photos. AffirmingLife.org, Right to Life of Greater Cincinnati. ALL.org. Angelfire.com/al/abortionkillsbabies/AOG-info. Angelfire.com/OK5/Youth4Life, Youth Show the Truth. Bioethics.com, Bioethics. Birthright.com. CalifeAdvocates.org, California Right to Life Advocates. Catholic.net/rcc/prolife/prolife1.html. cc.org, Christian Coalition. cdrradio.com, CDR Radio. Childpredators.com, Planned Parenthood, Child Predators. ChooseBirth.com, Choose Birth, a life-giving alternative to abortion. Ma and Nationwide Unplanned Pregnancy Help. ChristianLifeAndLiberty.net. HumanLifeReview.com, Anti-abortion. ChristianLifeResources.com, Christian Life Resources/Wells Lutherans for Life. CIN.org, Catholic Information Network. cqnet.com.au/user/donkazy/pro-life studentinformation.html. crlp.org, Center for Reproductive Law and Policy. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/society_for_protection_of_unborn_children, a pro-life organization in the United Kingdom and several other countries. epcreek.org/pregnancy/psychological.html, pregnancy help, abortion and the psychological effects. evangelicaloutpost.com/archive/cat_bioethics_endo_f life_issues.html. ewtn.com/general/index.asp. ewtn.com/library/prolenc Cincinnati right-to-life.org. feministsforlife.org. feministsforlife.org/resources. fipp.org, Life Decisions International. gargaro.com/noabort.html, Carolyn's pro-life page. Pro-life websites too. gcmi.net, Great Commission Ministries International Incorporated. gcmi.net/sources.html, the ultimate pro-life resource site. generationsforlife.org, pro-life teens. godslitleones.com, fetal models/preemie and micropreemie portrait dolls. hli.org, Human Life International. home.istar.ca/tilde-van-d. illinoisrighttolife.org, catholictheucathion.org/article/medical_ethics grtl.org, Georgia Right to Life. interlife.org, interlife. jewsforlife.org. lettersfrombabydoe.com, letters from babydoe. lifecyclebooks.com, life cycle books. lifedynamics.com, life dynamics. lifeeternal.org. lifeissues.org. lfenews.com. 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 abortioneers.blogspot.com, the ins and outs and ups and downs of direct service in the field of abortion care. lfenews.com, the pro-life news source. livesitnews.com. marchforlife.org. michaelwestfall.tripod.com/index.html, the American Conservative Worker. mountainsky.com/pro-life_directory, directory of pro-life organizations and resources. nationalproliferadio.net, National Pro-Life Radio, Inc. nchla.org, Human Life Amendment. Newspaper online. nrlc.org. nrlc.org/abortion. nrlc.org/outreach/nprc.html. operationsofamerica.org. operationsofamerica.org/index.html, Operation Save America. osv.com/osv4minav/mycatholicfaith online resources/what the church teaches/WTC10 life issues. peopleforlife.org, People for Life Incorporated. ppcitizensforlife.org, Pikes Peak. priestsforlife.org. priestsforlife.org/resources/abortion images. prolife.com, 800-395-4357. prolife.org. prolife.org.au. prolife.org.ph, Philippines. prolifeaction.org. prolifeblogs.com. prolifecom.com, Pro-Life Phone Company. prolifeinfo.org. prolifeinfo.org/NCLP, National Coalition for Life and Peace. prolifemfm.org, Pro-Life Maternal Fetal Medicine. prolifemfm.org/index.html, Pro-Life Maternal/Fetal Medicine. prolifephysicians.org. prolifeprologic.townhall.com. prolifetechnology.org, Pro-Life Science and Technology Symposium. realchoice.zerocatch.com, Real Choice. right-to-life.org, Right to Life New Zealand. rnclife.org. saveroe.com. songsforispeople.org, Songs for His People. sunnyharper.com/abortion.php, pro-life abortion article by author Sunny Harper. soulchoice.org, Soul Choice International, educational nonprofit that includes information on the soul, karma, and reincarnation and the long-term effects of pregnancy termination on the soul. stmichael.org/jeizen/gazeta.html, pro-life in Russia. stopinternational.org. theinterim.com, Canada's pro-life, pro-family. tkrl.org, To Larry King's Right to Life. usccb.org/pro-life. victimsofabortionspeakout.org, Victims of Abortion Speak Out. ylife.org. wiki.answers.com/q/y_is_abortion_bad. worldlifeleague.org. worldontheweb.com/2007/09/20/descent-pretty-much-says-abortion-leads-to-abortion. talk.abortion. us.politics.abortion. Pro-life organizations. Abortion Survivors Anonymous. POG 1533. Alpine, California 91903. 619-445-1247. Post-abortion support. Alternatives to Abortion International. 511 Hillcrest Hotel, 16th and Madison STS. Toledo, Ohio 43699. 419-248-4471. Americans United for Life. 230 North Michigan Avenue, number 915. Chicago, Illinois 60601. 312-263-5029. Fax, 312-786-2131. Against Abortion and Euthanasia. Birthright, USA. 686 North Broad Street, Woodbury, New Jersey 08096. 800-848-LOVE. 609-848-1819. Fax, 609-848-2380. Alternative to Abortion. Bridging the Gap. 800-721-6990. Human Life International. 800-549-5433. Pamphlet From Conception to Abortion. National Right to Life Committee. 419 7th Street Northwest, number 500. Washington, D.C. 20004. 202-626-8800. Fax, 202-737-9189. NRLC.org. National Woman's Christian Temperance Union. 800-755-1321. Leaflet Silent Holocaust. Open Arms. Abortion-related ministries. POG 1056. Columbia, Missouri 65205. 314-449-7672. Post-Abortion Support Group. The Nurturing Network. 800-866-4666. Offers alternative to abortion, take the baby and adopt it out. Center for Surrogate Parenting. 8393 Wilshire Boulevard, Suite 750. Beverly Hills, CA 900 and 9211. 213-655-1974. 800-696-4664. Private organization, matches perspective. Parents with surrogate mothers for a fee. Chapter 2. Pro-life websites, mostly from DMAS ODP. Pro-life websites. Abortionfacts.com, abortionfacts.com, abortion information, charts, statistics of abortions, including graphs. Laws, statistics, articles, and student abortion report assistance. Affirminglife.org, affirminglife.org, to inform, educate, counsel and assist people concerned about threats to life through legal, medical, scientific, social, political, and economic policies and practices. afterabortion.org, after abortion, information on the after-effects of abortion and post-abortion healing, including research on post-abortion issues, resources, and testimonies. archive.mrc.org/special report/1998/some/19980722.asp, Roe Warriors, the media's pro-abortion bias. The Media Research Center asserts that the national media tilts the abortion debate in favor of abortion advocates. BFL.org, Baptists for Life Incorporated, offers information about ministries to pregnant women and the terminally ill, as well as information about fetal development and medical ethics. Billboardsforlife.com, Billboards for Life, posts Catholic anti-abortion messages by renting space with outdoor advertising companies. Boycott.org.nz, Boycott to protect the lives of unborn children, a pro-life boycott against Mazda and Ford Motor Companies to encourage them to stop providing abortions at company-owned facilities. Cogforlife.org, Children of God, non-profit pro-life organization designed to address current life issues and provide research and response. Feministsforlife.org, Feminists for Life of America, promotes a feminism with a pro-life stance emphasizing nonviolence. Includes Spanish-language resources. freesites.ourchurch.com/r/rightchoice, rightchoice, presents pro-life views and facts about abortion, RU 486, and the morning after pill. Includes photos. godlessprolifers.org/home.html, Atheist and Agnostic Pro-Life League, an online organization of non-theistic and non-religious pro-life/anti-abortion advocates. GravityTeen.com, Gravity Teen, offers advice and personal stories about pregnancy and abortion. JewishWorldReview.com/call/Thomas061899.asp, Unequal Justice Under a Bad Law, article advocates that nonviolent civil disobedience, including for pro-life causes, is an important America's right that should not be degraded for political expediency. L4L.org, Libertarians for Life, libertarian political group with a scientific and philosophical rather than either pragmatic or religious opposition to abortion. LDI.org, organization with an abortion malpractice litigation campaign which supports women who have been killed, injured, or sexually assaulted while having abortions. Lifeathletes.org, Life Athletes, pro-life organization of athletes who commit themselves to respect the lives of others, especially the unborn and the aged. Open to all persons who are willing to honor the LA commitment. LifeDynamics.com, Life Dynamics, offers support for women hurt by abortionists. Abortion malpractice program for attorneys after a woman is killed by a procedure. Lifeissues.org, Life Issues Institute, seeks to assure, through education, equal protection under the law for all living humans from fertilization until natural death. LFEnews.com, Life News, provides articles on issues and current events by an independent news agency specifically devoted to reporting news that affects the pro-life community. LiveZTNews.com, Life site, portal of news stories about pro-life issues in Canada, the United States and the UK. Lutheransforlife.org, Lutherans for Life International, Lutheran pro-life organization. madprof.home.mindspring.com/ethic.html, consistent life ethic, condemns abortion as a form of violence which destroys human life and debases human dignity. Nursesforlife.org, National Association of Pro-Life Nurses, offers news, policies, commentaries, testimonies, and a forum. PFLI.org, Pharmacists for Life International, founded to reassert pharmacy as a life-saving profession from fertilization to natural death. PLAGAL.org, Pro-Life Alliance of Gays and Lesbians, promotes a respect for life within the gay community and encouraging gay and lesbian participation in the pro-life cause. PPL.org, Presbyterians Pro-Life, Presbyterian pro-life organization. PregnantPause.org, Pregnant Pause, collection of short articles on abortion and other related topics, including euthanasia and infanticide. Prolife.com, Pro-Life America, Christian group that argues against abortion and premarital sex. With information on events and news. ProLifeAction.org, Pro-Life Action League, dedicated to ending abortion through the use of nonviolent direct action. ProLifeBlogs.com, Pro-Life Blogs. Directory and post aggregator of weblogs supporting and promoting sanctity of life issues involving abortion, euthanasia, assisted suicide, and related topics. Also includes original material. ProLifeLeague.com, St. John the Baptist Pro-Life League, group of Catholic students regularly meeting in Massachusetts for prayer against abortion. RockForLife.org, Rock for Life, a teen-oriented collection of many bands who hold that abortion is the killing of an innocent human being. Offers a free newsletter called Youth List. schlat.com/lifelink.html, Lifelinks, an information resource for right-to-lifers of any political or religious affiliation. SilentNoMoreAwareness.org, Silent No More Awareness Campaign, an effort to make the public aware of the effects they say abortion brings to women, men, and their families. SilentScream.org, Silent Scream, famous ultrasound video, originally produced in 1980, of an abortion 11 weeks after conception. Online video for Microsoft Media Player, plus transcript and photos. Additionally includes personal testimony. slv80.tripod.com/index.html, Pro-Life Feminism, includes essays on being pro-woman and pro-life, a discussion board, and an illustrated guide to fetal development. StandUpGirl.com, Stand Up Girl, an approach to bringing the pro-life message to a wide audience using imagery of developing children, and stories of experiences with abortion. Virtuemedia.org, Virtuemedia, television and radio commercials offering hope and healing to women suffering from post-abortion syndrome, and help to women in crisis pregnancies. Pro-life organizations. ALL.org, American Life League, all, Roman Catholic pro-life group supports pro-life concerns through activities, legislation support, magazines, and news releases. AllianceForLifeMin.org, Alliance for Life Ministries, conservative organization offering articles on the Christian heritage, abortion, and other pro-life related concerns, located in Wisconsin. Artel.org, Arkansas Right to Life, provides overview of group goals, meetings, and upcoming events. Abortion information and pro-life resources available. AUL.org, Americans United for Life, provides news, insights, and recommendations on legal aspects and pending laws related to pro-life issues. AZRTL.org, Arizona Right to Life, provides newsletter, event schedule, political action reports, pregnancy help, and highlights of pro-life outreach programs. BlackGenocide.org, Life Education and Resource Network, Learn, the New Jersey chapter of an African American, evangelical, pro-life ministry in the United States. CaliforniaProlife.org, California Pro-Life Council, nonprofit providing legislative action alerts, news briefs and voting guide information. CERTEL.org, Central Illinois Right to Life, offers news and perspectives on bioethical issues like abortion and euthanasia through position papers by religious and civic leaders. ColoradoRightToLife.org, Colorado Right to Life, working by education and legislation to stop abortion, infanticide, and euthanasia. State affiliate of the National Right to Life Committee. CPForLife.org, Christian Patriots for Life, presents a case for educational efforts on the sanctity of life to occur from kindergarten through high school, offers curriculum for support. CrusadeForLife.org, Crusade for Life, a non-denominational, evangelical organization concerned with fostering and protecting human life from conception to natural death. Reports, commentary, and legislative updates. TheRightToLife.org, Delaware Right to Life, gives away pro-life literature at fairs and conventions, makes referrals to crisis pregnancy centers and counseling programs, holds youth outreach programs, and organizes demonstrations against abortion. EMCFrontline.org, EMC Frontline Pregnancy Centers, 15 centers operational in New York City. Includes details of facilities, medical and educational programs, and volunteer opportunities. FRTL.org, Florida Right to Life, features chapter news, political action reports, press releases, pregnancy help, and statistics on abortion in the state. GRTL.org, Georgia Right to Life, state affiliate which provides press releases, membership news, and calls to action. HeidiGroup.org, the Heidi Group, provides training and consultation for pregnancy support ministries, includes referrals to pregnancy services. HumanLife.org, Human Life Alliance, organization protecting human life from conception until natural death. Offers articles, a weblog and other resources. IFRL-blog.blogspot.com, Illinois Federation for Right to Life, nonprofit, grassroots organization that serves as state coordinating body for local pro-life chapters. Includes information on membership, events, chapters, newsletters, donations, and volunteers, contacts and links. IllinoisRightToLife.org, Illinois Right to Life Committee, located in Chicago. Overview, press releases, events calendar, and newsletter articles. IowaRTL.org, Iowa Right to Life Committee, provides pro-life resources for pregnancy help, the history of abortion, and abstinence. State and local legislation overview available. JacksonForLife.org, Jackson Citizens for Life, a non-sectarian, nonpartisan organization affiliated with Right to Life of Michigan. JoinForLife.org, Right to Life of Greater Lansing, overview, news, events calendar, issue policy statements, and contact details. KRLA.org, Kentucky Right to Life Association, features events and news about political action seeking legal protection for those who are threatened by abortion, euthanasia, and infanticide. LetMeLive.org, Let Me Live, organization offers alternatives to abortion as well as pointing out the risks. Page includes alternatives to terminating the life of a fetus and counseling hotline phone numbers. Lifeastand.tripod.com, Life Chain 2000, Lawndale CA, an annual prayer gathering. MaineRightToLife.com, Maine Right to Life Committee, profiles group and provides information on upcoming meetings, scheduled events, state legislation, and abortion statistics. MCCL.org, Minnesota Citizens Concerned for Life, MCCL provides reference materials to educate adults and young people about the life issues. It also a list of crisis pregnancy centers for those who are seeking help. MDRTL.org, Maryland Right to Life, pro-life organization provides chapter news, activity calendar, calls for action, and statistics on how state legislators vote on the issue. MissionaryCall.com, Missionary Catholics United for Life, Catholic, pro-life advocacy organization in Pennsylvania. Operation Holy Presence is a new approach to end abortion. MissouriLife.org, Missouri Right to Life, pro-life organization profiles its leadership, provides newsletter and details information about how state legislators have voted and committee activities. NDRL.org, North Dakota Right to Life, pro-life issues in North Dakota including abortion alternatives, end-of-life issues, and post-abortion healing. NebraskaRightToLife.org, Nebraska Right to Life Committee, profiles group established to serve those who wish to effectively defend the right to life. News releases and event schedule provided. NewJerseyRTL.org, New Jersey Right to Life, pro-life organization advocating tighter restrictions on abortion and euthanasia in New Jersey. Nonprofitpages.com/MCFL, Michigan Christians for Life, non-denominational and nonviolent, MCL provides an opportunity to unite together, in prayer, for the success of pro-life efforts throughout the world. NRLC.org, National Right to Life, find information on partial birth abortion, congressional efforts, fetal development, euthanasia, and other human life issues. OhioLife.org, Ohio Right to Life, a collection of information about abortion, euthanasia, and related topics such as fetal development and adoption. Includes statistics, law, court decisions, medical facts, historical information, and first-hand accounts by aborted women. OperationRescue.org, Operation Rescue West, dedicated to ending abortion in America. With commentaries and recent related news. OperationsSaveAmerica.org, Operation Save America, pro-life demonstrations and prayer. OrColorado.com, Operation Rescue Colorado, be peaceful and nonviolent in word and deed. Pro-life news and information from a conservative Christian organization. PA4Life.org, Pennsylvanians for Human Life Harrisburg, PA, Mission Statement, Events Calendar, Fetal Development Information, Newsletters, and links to pro-life resources. PaParoLife.org, Pennsylvania Pro-Life Federation, a Pennsylvania pro-life group. Information on abortion, pregnancy help, euthanasia and pro-life activism. Based in Harrisburg. PeopleForLife.org, People for Life, Pennsylvania, all-volunteer pro-life organization based in Erie, Pennsylvania. NRLC state affiliate. ProLifeli.org, Long Island Coalition for Life, features pro-life literature, services, and news for the local New York community and beyond. ProLifeLouisiana.org, Louisiana Right to Life Federation, highlights group goals, calendar of events, and membership news. Information on pregnancy help centers, state legislation, and pro-life license plates available. RNCLife.org, Republican National Coalition for Life, group within the GOP working to make sure Republicans take a strong stand against abortion in every election. Founded by Phyllis Schlafly in the fall of 1990. RTL.org, Right to Life of Michigan, pro-life resources for pregnant or post-abortive women, plus information on cloning, abortion, euthanasia, infanticide, or other life and death issues. RTLLSC.org, Right to Life League of Southern California, Association of 11 pregnancy centers along with maternity homes. Offers educational speakers, seminars, and newsletters on the topics of abortion, post-abortion, euthanasia, and cloning. Based in Pasadena. SBA-list.org, Susan B. Anthony List, a political action committee helping pro-life women gain election to Congress. SCLife.org, South Carolina Citizens for Life, includes legislative updates and releases, abortion laws in South Carolina, and links. TexasRightToLife.com, Texas Right to Life Committee, provides information on legislation, events, and resources related to pro-life issues in the state. TNRTL.org, Tennessee Right to Life, pro-life, nonprofit, grassroots, public service organization dedicated to stopping abortion, infanticide, euthanasia, human cloning and fetal tissue research. VRLC.net, the Vermont Right to Life Committee, information on lobbying organization fighting laws defending abortion, and trying to change public opinion to protect the human life from conception. WRTL.org, Wisconsin Right to Life, features pro-life news, educational resources, personal stories, event reports, and contact information. Christian abortion websites. carm.org/abortion, Christian and Apologetics Research Ministry, abortion, factual information, forum discussions, and personal reflections urging a pro-life position. xl.us/abortionandcn.toc.html, Abortion and the Christian, What Every Believer Should Know, online book from a pro-life perspective. christiananswers.net/life, Life Before Birth, English, Dutch, Spanish pro-life articles and personal stories. christianwswire.com/rss/catfeed_5.xml, Christian Newswire, abortion-related, news about abortions, legislation, and pro-life activities. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/Christianity_and_abortion, Wikipedia, Christianity and abortion, details the positions on abortion held by various Christian denominations. newadvent.org/cathans/01046b.htm, Catholic Encyclopedia, Abortion, article written in 1907 discusses the views of the Roman Catholic Church at that time. religiostolerance.org/abo_hist.htm, historical abortion beliefs of the Christian Church, details the various views held about abortion from early church history through the 19th century. voiceforlife.glorifyjesus.com, Voice for Life, pregnancy help centers, maternity homes, and sidewalk counseling ministries share reports of how God saved babies from abortion. Catholic abortion websites. blackcatholicsforlife.org, National Black Catholic Apostolate for Life, African American ministry committed to defending human life, from conception to natural death. Mission statement, calendar, affiliates. cin.org/life.html, Catholic Information Network, for Life, a good collection of articles and links on abortion, contraception, and euthanasia, at cin. hli.org, Human Life International, the worldwide Catholic organization dedicated to upholding the value of human life in full conformity to the teachings of the Catholic faith. Lifeissues.net, Life Issues, news, research, academic articles, and archive of official documents on abortion, bioethics, birth control, and related issues. Priestsforlife.org, Priests for Life, a pro-life association of Catholic priests headed by Father Frank Pavoni. They offer excellent resources for Catholics. SecondLookProject.org, the Second Look Project, advertising campaign of the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops. Posters, radio spots, and website contend that many Americans don't know the most common reasons for abortion or what the law allows. Prenatal rights websites. motherjones.com/news/feature/2000/06/fetal.html, fetal abuse, the rash of women being charged criminally, or having their babies taken away from them, because they took drugs while pregnant focuses attention on the notion that unborn babies deserve the same legal protections as children. Men's rights in abortion websites. groups.yahoo.com/group/MikeHDads, Fathers' Rights of Michigan, a discussion and support group for men and women who recognize that fathers are parents too. Free membership required. laws.findlaw.com/us/505/833.html, Planned Parenthood v. Casey, U.S. Supreme Court opinion in 1992 decided that government may not require that a husband be informed about an abortion, even after the abortion, because that prospect might deter a woman from ending her pregnancy. menstuff.org/resources/resource-files/fathers.html, menstuff, fathers/men's rights, directory of fathers and men's rights organizations, mostly groups in the United States. menweb.org/abortion.htm, men and abortion, a clash of faulty rights. Fathers should not make the final abortion decision, but should be notified and given a chance to plead with the mother, according to sociologist Arthur Shostak. Metro-active.com/papers/metro/11.14.96/cover/dads9646.html, Metro, Revenge of the Deadbeat Dads, article about unwanted fatherhood, by Richard Sine. papers.ssrn.com/sol3/papers.cfm?abstract_id=201056, Social Science Research Network, Custody and Kavod, The Importance of Paternal Bonding in the Law of Family Relations, article addressing fathers' roles in abortion decisions, mentioning that about 82.5% of wives confide in their husbands. Author is Jeffrey P. Miller. Dads Against Discrimination, information resource created by divorced, separated, and unwed fathers for the benefit of all fathers. priestsforlife.org/postabortion/postabortion testimony men.htm, men and abortion, testimonials of fathers whose children have been aborted. supportguidelines.com/article/art199903.html, it's 10 o'clock, do you know where your sperm are? Article discusses the liability of fathers for child support when they do not intend to become fathers. writ.news.findlaw.com/commentary/200206113_hymen.html, Find Laws Writ, Abortion and Free Speech, Applying the Prior Restraint Doctrine to Abortion Law, essay asserting that no one should be allowed to prevent abortion before viability, but penalties should be available after such an abortion, for both fathers and mothers of aborted fetuses. Author is Andrew Hyman.